How we doing today, YouTube? Tbsp from Tbsp Grillz back with another cooking video. And today we are making hickory smoked meatloaf stuffed with broccoli and cheese on the Weber Summit charcoal grill. I can't wait to show you this recipe. Very easy recipe to do. Here's what we're going to be working with today, folks. We have 6 pounds of ground beef. So we have 2 3-pound containers. We have rotel. We have white mushrooms. We have Worcestershire sauce. We have tomato sauce. So to bind all that together, we are making meatloaf. So what do we do to bind it all together? We gotta have eggs. How do we get the texture when we're making meatloaf? We have to have our crackers. Okay, and remember, we are stuffing this with broccoli and cheese. So you know what that means. We have to have some broccoli and cheese. Now, the seasoning I'll be using is the Wild Up Your Cow along with Suzy cubes. That's what we're gonna do to put the spice into this meatloaf. Now, you know what we'll do. I'll take it to the cutting board, show you step by step how we're gonna make the perfect meatloaf. I got nice chunks of hickory that we're gonna put on the grill, let it infuse that meatloaf with that hickory smoke flavor. So I wanna thank you guys for joining me as always, and let's get cooking. Okay, we are back, YouTube. So here's what I did. I'm gonna move the meatloaf to the side and just show you what we got. So we've chopped up broccoli and we've chopped up mushrooms. Now what I'm gonna do first is add the mushrooms to the mixture and go ahead and mix that up. The broccoli we're gonna do a little bit differently, okay? So let's get the mushrooms in first. Okay, we're just adding these on to the mixture. Okay, same thing. Let's get these babies mixed up. And what I use is about, I want to say at least about 6 ounces of mushrooms. And then all I did was chopped them up. So I didn't, they were sliced and I just kind of chopped them up from there. All right, so now we got us some mushrooms mixed inside of this thing. All right. Okay, next thing to do now is to add our seasoning. So let's do that next. Okay, so here's our pan we're using right now. And what I want to do is I want to add half of the meatloaf. Let's do this here. On the bottom. Nice and tacky. It feels really, really good, folks. So it's almost like making a pie. All right. Okay, first we're going to come with our cheese. This is an 8-ounce bag of mild cheddar. That spread across pretty good. And now our broccoli. So let's do that. Nice big pretty chunks of broccoli. And I know you guys can figure out what we're going to do next. We're going to put the lid on this thing. Okay. Okay, so now it's time to put the lid on this thing, and that means we're going to add another layer of the meat mixture on top. And let's start working that in, folks. This is going to be awesome. Now, this part here, it's going to definitely take patience. We're going to have to work it in. Make sure we get everything covered well. All right, I'm going to work on this corner. Got this side done. All right. I'm going to make sure we have enough here, and I think it's going to work out just fine. We are working that over. And look at this. Of this 6 pounds, I have one more chunk right here. That'll go right over here. Let's add that. Then we can just start spreading it around and making sure we have the right balance all the way across, okay? Okay, folks, so here we go. This is our meatloaf stuffed with broccoli and cheese. All right. Looks absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to do is hit it one more time on the top as a coating with the Wow Up Your Cow. And then we'll go outside and get the grill ready. So we can do that right now. All right, so we will hit it with one more dose of this. And I want an even coat all the way across. So we're kind of building up that top layer of flavor on this meatloaf. And again, folks, believe me when I tell you, it can definitely take it. All right. So that's what we got. I will meet you guys outside and show you what our grill setup is for today. Okay, we are back. So let me show you our grill setup. So what we have is B&B lump charcoal. And then what we're going to do to infuse this meatloaf with the hickory smoked flavor is Western hickory chunks. So these are the cooking chunks. And what I'm going to do is add about 3 of them to this once it ashes over. So I'm going to use the gas assist that comes with the Weber Summit Charcoal Grill. That's the easiest way to go ahead and get this fired up so we can start cooking. So let's do that right now. You'll hear it when it engages, and you'll know that that baby just came on. So listen for that. Okay, folks, we are now lit. In about 10 minutes, we will be able to start watching this ash over, and it'll be time to get cooking. So I appreciate you hanging out there with me. We'll get back together in the next 10 minutes and show you the next step. Okay, folks, I'm hoping you can hear the gas assist working. You should also be able to see the small glow that we have right now. So what we're going to do is get ready to kill the gas assist because we do have charcoal that is lit. And then we are going to shoot for about 275 degrees. What I want to do right now is add my hickory chunks. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of those. Put them pretty close. I want to make sure we get this meatloaf infused. So we have our 3 chunks right there. We're also going to add our diffuser plate. We don't need direct heat on our meatloaf, so let's go with our diffuser plate. Okay, and that's our setup. I'll turn this off. All I'm going to do now, folks, let me back it up and show you. I'll back this up. So we're going to open up the rapid assist and help push this to come up to the 275 degrees that we're shooting for. So I'll see you guys in a bit, and it'll be time to put this meatloaf on. Okay, we are back. Our grill is at 280 degrees right now. It is time to add this beautiful meatloaf to the Weber Summit Charcoal Grill. So let's get this closed up. You can see that awesome smoke rolling in. So we're going to add our grill grate. And then we're just going to add this beautiful, beautiful meatloaf right to the middle of the grill. Let that hickory smoke start infusing in, and in about 30 minutes, we'll put a probe in, and that way we can monitor it. So I'll get this closed up so we can make sure to capture all of this hickory flavor. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So we're going to go ahead and use the Maverick XR today, and this will be our way of gauging the internal temp of our barbecue grill and of our meatloaf today, okay? So as you can see, we have two dials or two readings that we're showing today. The first one is 70 degrees. The top one says 115. Okay, so here's what we got going on. Our bottom probe will be for the internal temperature of our meatloaf. So let's get this thing opened up. We are about an hour in. So we will get this baby dead in the middle of our meatloaf and let that stay there. Okay, and then our top probe, we will go ahead and stick that in here, and we'll continue to monitor the internal temp of our grill. All right, so we have that in place as well. All right, I'm gonna get it closed up. We'll check back again in another hour. Now we've been holding right around 275 degrees. As you can see right now, we have about 117, 118 for our meatloaf, which is on the bottom. And our grill temperature is going up higher because, again, it is around 250 degrees, so you see it racing up fast. That's going to keep on continuously going up until we reach around 250 degrees. All right, I'll check back with you guys in a bit. I love the Maverick. The Maverick is an awesome tool to help you monitor your internal temps and your grill temp. Okay, we are back. So as you can see, we're at 265 and 175 degrees internally on this meatloaf. So let's open it up and see how it's looking. Look at that, folks. Absolutely beautiful. So now we are getting the pullback. You can see the juices forming. Okay, so all the way around, all of the fat is starting to suck up. Look up close. Look at the beautiful texture. This thing looks absolutely amazing. Okay, now my plan is to probably get closer to about 200 to 205 degrees before we call this thing done. Now I'm gonna feel the texture of it real fast and see where we're at. Okay, it is starting to form up. It is getting firm. That's very important. But what I want is to get more bark out of this thing, okay? So I'll let it go a little bit longer. See if we can't form a more robust bark before we call it done. So 203 degrees, this baby comes off no matter what. But yeah, it looks good, folks. It looks good and it feels good. So there she is in all her glory. This is our smoked meatloaf stuffed with broccoli and cheese. Okay, I will see you guys when it's time to pull this baby off at the cutting board. 203 degrees is what we're looking for. So again, here's where we're at. We're at 176 internally. We're at 157 because I had the grill open. I'll get the lid closed and we will shoot for that 200 to 203 degrees. Okay, we are back. So let me show you what we got going on. Our internal temperature is now 201 degrees. Our grill temperature is about 250. And let's check this beautiful meatloaf out. It's about time to bring this baby in. We got about 2 more degrees to go internally, and then I'll meet you guys at the cutting board. But why don't we get a quick sneak preview of what we're going to be looking at in just a minute. Look at this baby, folks. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So we did achieve more bark. That's what we were out to do. So I went ahead and let this thing cook a little bit longer to keep on getting that bark darker, okay? We want a nice crust on the outside of this meatloaf. It's holding together well. Now we have some spots that have split. Maybe 6 eggs would have been more what we needed. But all in all, this baby is still in form. Now, think about what we got on the inside. We have broccoli, we have cheese. we have mushrooms, we have seasonings, we have rotel, all sorts of good things. You see the juices forming. I'm going to drain those juices before we cut this baby, okay? But right now, we'll let it go until it hits that 203 degrees, and then we're calling it done. I'll see you guys at the cutting board. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So let's check out the final product of our smoked meatloaf stuffed with broccoli and cheese. I'm gonna do the unveiling. This thing has sat on the cutting board now for about 45 minutes. I want you to see this. Look how beautiful it is. Now the aroma has been coming right through the foil. This whole house is just infused with all of this awesome hickory smoke flavor. So what I'm gonna do is cut into it and just show you guys just how awesome this turned out. We'll go into it right here and just show you the tenderness, show you the broccoli, what we have working here, okay? Let's pull this out real quick. Okay. And what I'll do is grab one piece of it right here, folks. So everything is stuck beautifully together. Check this out, folks. You got broccoli infused inside. You have your cheese. Everything is going to be absolutely magnificent. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what Tbsp Grillz is up to. And as always, at Tbsp Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. We're going to enjoy some stuffed meatloaf with broccoli and cheese right now. You guys enjoy the rest of the evening.